So yeah, this month I'm coming out with 58 books. 57 are of a piece. They're part of a set which is coming out from Gauss PDF, either Friday or perhaps Monday, which is called a Puniverse. And here's the cover of the first volume. Number 2, number 3. Trust me, there are 57. And this is a sequence of puns generated by a piece of a very simple software that I put together. And so I'll show you. And these photos are, by the way, from Shiv Katecha up in New York, who's really great, and Sarah Dansberger, also in New York. What was I going for? There we go. So this is what it looks like. It's starting at the very, very beginning. A maybe boomer, a baby humor, a baby rumor, a baby tumor, a backroom cloy, a backroom coy, a backroom goy, a backroom hoy, a backroom joy, a backroom ploy, a backroom roy, a backroom soy, a backroom toy, backroom troy, a back street driver, a box pleat driver, a box seat driver, a car seat driver, a compete driver, a complete driver, a conceit driver, a concrete driver, a dark meat driver, a dead heat driver, a deceit driver, a defeat driver, a delete driver, a deplete driver, a discrete driver, a dope sheet driver, a downbeat driver, a Dutch street driver, and a feet driver. Yeah, so as you can see, I've crossed an idiom dictionary, a list of short phrases in idiomatic English with a rhyming dictionary, iterated through, and this is the result. What intrigues me about this is that there are probably future puns in here. Someone will sit down in their thinking chair and they'll come up with a name for their coffee shop or their dumb blog or whatever. And when they search for it, they'll see that I got there first. And so this is pushing 300,000. So keep your eyes peeled. This will be available in physical form from Lulu. I'm sure no one will actually buy it, but PDFs as well and a text document if you want to dive in that way. Okay. You know what? I'll read just a couple more brief excerpts from Puniverse. A bang up, a chang up, a clang up, a manned me down, a manned me down, a planned me down, a ran me down, a sand me down, a stand me down, a strand me down, a tan me down, a hand me down, a hand me brown, a hand me clown, a hand me crown, a hand me drown, a hand me frown, a hand me gown, a hand me noun, a hand me town. A bon sequitur, a bon sequitur, a brawn sequitur, a brawn sequitur, a chon sequitur, a con sequitur, a con sequitur, a don sequitur, a don sequitur, a drawn sequitur, a fawn sequitur, a gone sequitur, a John sequitur, a John sequitur, a wan sequitur, a con sequitur, a lawn sequitur, a mon sequitur, an on sequitur, a pawn sequitur, a prawn sequitur, a ron sequitur, a Sean sequitur, a Sean sequitur, a pawn, a spawn sequitur, a swan sequitur, von sequitur, a wan sequitur, a one sequitur, a Xian sequitur, a yawn sequitur, a yan sequitur. And some of these are almost reasonable. Some of them almost seem like they're almost puns. They're so close. Some of them are so close. Alive at a decision, connive at a decision, contrive at a decision, crash, dive at a decision. Some of them are actually a little evocative. Crash, dive at a decision, deprive at a decision, derive at a decision. See, these are all to me. This is the great pleasure of this. I'm just flipping through. Flood tide in, high tide in, implied in, inside. Okay, moving on. Sort of related to this idea of coming up with an elaborate, richly textured a poem out of small constituent pieces has led me to try to push it a little bit further and create lower and lower information forms of poetry. And what I mean by low information is, so an example of a very, very low information sequence would be the set 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very, very clear, very crisp recursive definition, just like in piano arithmetic. You just add one to the previous one. So you can create a small algorithm that spits out, I was going to say a practically infinite set, but in fact a literally infinite set. Similar structures, that's very, very basic. Another similar structure would be a Fibonacci sequence. It's very, very low information, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, etc. And you can run that same sequence, that same procedure with any number. You don't have to start with 2 1s. I decided to start with 7, 11. So 7 plus 11 is 18. In fact, you know what? This is a very, very short piece of code in Python. You could do it in one line if you wanted to, but for didactic purposes, I stretched it out and did the kind of by the book recursive definition. I'll read my sort of the of a piece chunk of the results of this. So this is my info scant poem, my scant info poem. 7, 11, 18, 29, 47, 76, 123, 199, 322, 521, 843, 1364, 2207, 3571, 5778, 9349, 15,127, 24,476, 39,603, 64,079, 103,682, 167,761. And the reason I like that as a unit is because it ends with a palindrome, which is it's not an interesting number otherwise. Okay, so the 58th book is it's a little shameful. It's a best of my Tumblr book. It's called 1JX. I feel like I've made a lot of posts that haven't been sufficiently liked, and I just want to repackage them and give everybody here another chance. And I'm just going to read something briefly from this. This is lifted. People from all backgrounds seeking part-time or full-time opportunities in the following areas are encouraged to inquire about our program: sales, customer service, sports, part-time, manager, accounting, marketing, clerical, management, computer, engineer, human resources, driver, security, administrative assistant, purchasing, medical, administrative, receptionist, retail, maintenance, warehouse, entry level, education, finance, director, telecommunications, real estate, engineering, insurance, data entry, project manager, information technology, part-time, printing, technician, legal, automotive, teacher, winter, banking, analyst, nursing, restaurant, controller, network, public relations, environmental, nurse, design, quality, safety, secretary, office, assistant, hotel, accountant, vice president, medical assistant, transportation, supervisor, general, advertising, writer, social services, Java, all, graphic, MBA, holiday, office manager, communications, sales manager, admin, mortgage, social work, training, CMS, attorney, research, payroll, Oracle, executive assistant, paralegal, courier post, drivers, pharmaceutical, operations, president, web, RN, law enforcement, AutoCAD, healthcare, executive, food, production, chef, CAD, project management, tax, auto, editor, hospitality, HVAC, pharmaceutical sales, IT, collections, Spanish, Unix, art, buyer, facilities, professional, mechanical, bartender, help desk, travel, logistics, call center, truck driver, inventory, financial analyst, computers, pharmacist, police, teaching, counselor, chemist, plant manager, photography, bookkeeper, medical sales, electrical engineer, health, trader, bilingual, business analyst, recruiter, CFO, accounts payable, sports, cashier, financial, music, social worker, publishing, project, support, business development, LPN, welder, clerk, technical, quality assurance, government, distribution, secretarial, sales management, mental health, nanny, childcare, registered nurse, CNA, Japanese, technical support, administration, property manager, cook, shipping, pharmacy, coordinator, entertainment,